Hey everybody, welcome back to this Let's Play of City of Heroes. In this episode, we're going to be going Mastermind Secondaries. Alright, so let's get started. Hold on, I got a phone thingy. Okay, there we go. Next up, let's get through your secondary sets. As you can see, Mastermind Secondaries, there's a few of them at least. More than like Mastermind Primaries, but Mastermind Secondaries are a lot less unique than Mastermind Primaries. For one, their Mastermind Secondary sets are shared with other supports such as Defenders and Corruptors as well. When we get to Corruptors, the Mastermind powers in the secondary sets are a little bit less effective than, say, like Defender buffs and so on. I think they'd probably be about the same as controller buffs, but in any case, all the power sets are pretty much the same. Dark Miasma, all the same powers. Field, all the same powers. What we got actually that's new for Masterminds, for one, is Pain Domination. Now, Pain Domination is the empathy equivalent on villain side, or it's supposed to be the empathy equivalent on villain side. They couldn't necessarily port empathy, which is supposed to be like a really sort of good oriented or like positive oriented healing set to villain side, so they made Pain Domination. Pain Domination is actually pretty similar to empathy. It has 3 heals like empathy does. It has a resurrection power, a Mez resist power, and it has a few other powers that are different. However, one of the powers that are different is this thing called Suppress Pain, which is a AOE toggle aura that always stays on. That improves the regeneration of the teammates that are inside the little bubble that you have. World of Pain is an AOE resistance buff that is team oriented, and Anguishing Cry is actually minus defense and minus resistance power that severely lowers the defenses and the resistances of enemies around you. So and Pain Domination is a little bit more offensive oriented. For example, I believe Enforced Morale, I'm reading here, it actually gives a movement speed buff and a recharge speed buff for the first couple applications of it. Conduit of Pain, when you use it on the person, it'll increase their damage for a short time. Yeah, with Share Pain, it'll increase the damage of whoever you use Share Pain on, and it'll heal them for a lot. So Pain Domination, definitely a more offensive-oriented power set. The Adrenaline Boost power, which is called Painbringer for Pain Domination, doesn't give recharge like Adrenaline Boost does for Empathy, but instead Painbringer gives a lot of regen and a lot of recovery, which is great. But it only gives only a slight damage buff. Let's see here. It gives a 37.5% buff. High details, and which isn't as good as recharge, because there's other things that are really good for damage buffing. But Pain Domination is still really good. The most healing oriented power sets that villains have. So, and it was pretty recently implemented. Not too much else to say about Pain Domination. Next up, we got Poison. Poison is unique to the Mastermind Secondary. Very awesome power set. It's got like almost the best debuffing besides like radiation in the entire game. Anything with Poison is very viable, especially in PvP. It's got one heal, but that's not really what it's known for. Just all of its powers are just almost are very, very devastating. And not too much else to say about poison, but it's got just some ridiculous powers. Like one of its powers makes it so it makes your enemies puke, and pretty much they just they cannot resist this power, and they'll puke for a certain amount of time. And it's like a mez power, but it makes your enemies puke, and it's just so good. And there's just poison is just a really, really awesome secondary power set, and that's very, very viable for just about any Mastermind primary as well. Not too much else to say as far as the secondary goes. You see they have Storm, which was recently implemented, I think, but we've already gone over Storm. Therm, which we've gone over. Traps is, I'm pretty sure we've gone over Traps. Okay, not exactly. The traps for the Mastermind secondary have a little bit different powers. Traps is kind of like Trick Arrow, I should say, in that it's got a lot of different powers that what am I trying to say here? It's just got a lot of different powers that you'd find in like in other sets. Like it's got Poison Trap, the Force Field Generator, which you'd find in like Force Field, all that great stuff. Caltrops, which limits enemy movement when they're on the Caltrops. Web Grenade, which is immobilized. It's got a lot of nice utility powers. Traps is pretty great. Other than that, we've seen Trick Arrow, and there are some things that are different about Mastermind secondaries, but mostly the same. I've gone over the unique power sets that you'll find in the Mastermind secondary, or the new power sets that we haven't seen before, like Pain Domination. But other than that, that's gonna wrap this up. This is El Preed saying thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you guys like what you're seeing. I'm always up for questions, comments, and any suggestions. And next time, I think we're going to be going over the next archetype. And thanks for watching, guys. Catch you all later.